What if the cornerstone of America's nuclear deterrent, the Columbia-class submarine, faces unprecedented delays? Could this leave the nation vulnerable during a time when global adversaries are flexing their military might? The clock is ticking, and the stakes are enormous. Welcome to a deep dive into the Columbia-class submarine program, its ambitious vision, the monumental challenges it's facing, and the ripple effects of failure. Buckle up for an in-depth exploration of the future of U.S. naval power, the consequences of delay, and what it all means for global stability. The Columbia-class ballistic missile submarine is not just another vessel, it's a strategic imperative. As a replacement for the aging Ohio-class submarines, these stealthy giants will serve as the underwater leg of America's nuclear triad, ensuring a second strike capability in case of an attack. This isn't just about military strategy, it's about deterrence, the concept that no adversary would dare strike first, knowing America has the power to respond devastatingly from the depths of the ocean. Each Columbia-class submarine will carry 16 Trident II D5 ballistic missiles, each capable of deploying multiple independently targeted warheads. With a range of over 7,000 nautical miles, these missiles are a testament to the U.S. Navy's global reach and dominance. But here's the catch. The first Columbia-class submarine must be operational by 2030 to avoid a potential gap in the nation's nuclear deterrence capabilities. Unfortunately, delays have already pushed the program 12 to 16 months behind schedule, raising serious concerns about whether the Navy can meet this critical deadline. The Ohio-class submarines have been the workhorses of the U.S. Navy's ballistic missile fleet since the 1980s. Designed during the Cold War, these submarines were revolutionary for their time, but decades of service have taken their toll. Most Ohio-class subs are nearing the end of their operational lives, with some scheduled for decommissioning in the 2020s. Recognizing this, the Navy began planning the Columbia-class program in the early 2010s. The goal was simple, yet ambitious. Design a new class of submarines that would not only replace the Ohio-class, but also incorporate cutting-edge technologies to maintain America's underwater dominance for the next 50 years. The Columbia-class features numerous advancements, including an all-electric propulsion system, advanced sonar arrays, and new stealth technologies. These submarines are designed for a 42-year service life without the need for midlife refueling, a significant improvement over the Ohio-class. Despite its promise, the Columbia-class program is facing significant hurdles. The construction timeline, originally set at 84 months, has now been extended to 96 months. Matt Sermon, Executive Director of the Strategic Submarine Program, confirmed these delays at the Naval Submarine Symposium, citing supply chain issues as the primary cause. But these aren't your average supply chain problems. The delays stem from major component suppliers like Northrop Grumman, which is behind schedule in delivering critical turbines for the submarine's electric propulsion systems. These turbines are essential for generating the enormous amount of power needed to propel a 20,800-ton submarine silently through the water. General Dynamics Electric Boat, the primary shipbuilder, is also struggling to meet production targets. The shipyard is simultaneously building Virginia-class submarines, further straining its resources. Currently, it's producing 1.2 submarines annually, far below the planned rate of 1.5 to 2.3 submarines by 2028. The Columbia-class isn't just a replacement, it's a revolution in submarine design. Here's a closer look at some of its groundbreaking features. The Columbia-class is the first U.S. submarine to feature an all-electric propulsion system. This eliminates the need for mechanical reduction gears, which are noisy and require significant maintenance. The result? A quieter submarine that is harder to detect and more reliable. The IPS manages all onboard power, from propulsion to life support to advanced weapon systems. This centralized system improves efficiency and reduces the submarine's acoustic signature. Equipped with a large bow array and advanced flank arrays, the Columbia-class boasts unparalleled detection capabilities. These systems are scaled-up versions of those used on the Virginia-class submarines, providing a combination of range and precision that is unmatched in the world. The new X-shaped stern planes offer greater maneuverability and quieter operation. Each control surface operates independently, reducing the risk of catastrophic failures during high-speed maneuvers. The Columbia-class will carry 16 Trident II D5 missiles, housed in advanced missile tubes. These tubes feature cooling systems, gas venting mechanisms, and real-time monitoring to ensure the missiles remain operational at all times. The consequences of missing the 2030 patrol deadline are severe. If the Columbia-class isn't ready on time, the Navy will need to extend the service life of Ohio-class submarines like the USS Alaska. This would involve costly refits and increase the risk of operational failures, as these aging vessels are pushed beyond their intended limits. Moreover, any gaps in the U.S. ballistic missile submarine fleet could embolden adversaries. Russia's Borei-class submarines are already operational, and China is rapidly modernizing its own fleet. A perceived weakness in America's nuclear deterrence could have far-reaching geopolitical implications. When the program was first conceived, the estimated cost for 12 submarines was $109 billion. Today, that figure has ballooned to $134 billion, and it's likely to increase further as delays continue. These rising costs not only strain the Navy's budget, but also raise questions about the efficiency of America's defense procurement processes. The Columbia-class isn't just about U.S. security, it's about maintaining global stability. As tensions rise with powers like Russia and China, the presence of a credible and reliable U.S. nuclear deterrent serves as a stabilizing force. Delays in the Columbia-class program could upset this balance, increasing the likelihood of miscalculations and conflicts. Despite the challenges, the Navy remains optimistic. General Dynamics Electric Boat is ramping up production capabilities, and Northrop Grumman has pledged to resolve its supply chain issues. If the USS District of Columbia is commissioned by October 2027, there's still a chance to meet the 2030 patrol deadline. But the clock is ticking, and the margin for error is razor thin. What do you think? Can the Navy overcome these challenges and meet its deadlines, or are we heading for a strategic gap in America's nuclear deterrence? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this analysis valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on the latest in U.S. defense technology. Here's a challenge. Comment with your thoughts on how the U.S. can improve its defense procurement processes. Let's start a conversation that matters.